One of our goals for Monroeville at your service is to involve you in the program and hopefully answer the questions that you are burning to ask. Submit your questions to be answered right here on Monroeville at your service. We'll take your questions via Facebook or email. With that information listed here, we want to hear what's on your mind. For this month's Manager's Minute, I'm reminded of a call that I heard back in June. The call was for the TGI Fridays fire, and on that call, I heard our wonderful volunteers being outstanding professionals, directing and orienting staff and people who were there responding to the fire and address that emergency. And what impressed me was the age of our fire chiefs. The particular fire chief involved couldn't have been a young person out of their 30s, no more than that. And that was really impressive because what I've seen in Monroeville is a great balance. We have a lot of seniority in our department heads, and we also have allowed younger people to advance to levels of leadership that I think is a sign of excellence in community. And as I was thinking about the Declaration of Independence and the 248th anniversary of the founding of our country, I was reminded of the fact that the Committee of Five was exactly what I see here in Monroeville. You may ask, what was the Committee of Five? Well, they were the committee appointed by the Continental Congress to draft the Declaration of Independence. Some of them you might be familiar with. Thomas Jefferson, a delegate of Virginia. He was just 33 years old. John Adams from Massachusetts. He was only 40. Benjamin Franklin, of course, from Pennsylvania. He was the elder statesman at 70. And then there was Roger Sherman of Connecticut. He was 55. But Robert Livingston of New York was only 29. Think about that. Gentlemen in the ages of their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 70s were committed with the task of drafting one of the most important founding documents the world has ever seen. So many revolutions, not only ours, but others, borrowed from the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed." Imagine that a Committee of Five, and that the primary author, being only 33 years old, was vested with this great responsibility. And that reminded me of this fire chief who was directing fire crews and emergency response teams to safely put out the fire here in Monroeville, that we have that same kind of tradition here where younger people and older people work together to achieve the objective to give us the kind of liberties we have and celebrate here this July 2024. Be on the lookout for upcoming editions of Monroeville at your service. Our library has been holding themed youth camps all summer long, and next month we'll showcase those and more. Find our show on our cable TV channels Comcast 21 and Verizon 45, as well as all episodes archived on the MMTV YouTube page. Whichever platform you found us on today, thanks for watching. We'll be back next month with another fabulous edition of Monroeville at your service. Until then, stay well and be blessed.